Hey, good evening, everyone. It's Dennis and Amy for the Postcard Travel Planning coming to
Good evening,
you.
everyone. How are you?
How's it going?
It's Islands Wednesday.
Islands Wednesday. We got drink of the week. We've got a couple exciting things. We got a big group cruise going next week.
Whew.
Can't get on it because it's sold out. Actually, we had somebody try to get on tonight. We can't get
Yeah.
on. It is sold out. We've been telling you guys that for a long time. Travel doesn't matter if it's a cruise or a vacation spot or an all-inclusive. They're all selling out. People are traveling. So yeah,
Excuse me. Oh, sorry, we're not starting off with that. Excuse me already.
better have it.
Oh,
So what's on the first agenda?
well, you
Share.
want a drink of the week? We have been running around crazy, getting ready to head out because we are heading out tomorrow. We have quite a few people coming into town a couple days ahead early. So we are heading out tomorrow, but the cruise is Saturday. So, but
Where it's
talk about
going.
the drink. I will when I get to NCL because there's other things. You talk about your drink of the week.
Okay, so our drink of the week is coming from the island that we're going to, which is Grand Cayman. That's one of our stops. Grand Cayman. I haven't been there. It's amazing. Cayman Islands are amazing. But yeah, Grand Cayman. And so the drink of the week comes to us from Michael and Sharkeez, like EEZ, Bar
Sharkeez.
and Grill.
Sharkeez.
Sharkeez, Bar and Grill. Well, it's not like you would think it would spelled, so it's spelled differently.
Oh.
Anyway, Grand Cayman, great place. It's right on the port. Right as soon as you get off a cruise ship, if you did, you would turn right and you would walk down about 2 blocks, and it's right there, and it overlooks the water. It's amazing. The bartenders and staff are amazing. The food is great there, and the drinks are even better. And so we got a Grand Cayman special.
Yes, and before we do that, I was going to say we will come to you live from there next week, so you can see it with all of us that will be there.
Yeah, we'll be live because the bartenders. Here's the tip though. If you do go there, what did she tell us?
Come early.
Come early because it fills up and you
Yeah.
can't get seating. If you get off the ship, lollygag a little, but get there because there's great views, great service, and they're all.
And we will be going there.
they're
So
all
what
on
is our
fire.
drink?
It's a
shot.
Grand Cayman green tea made with Jameson, sweet and sour mix, and peach nuts.
Yeah, but I'm not shooting all mine.
No, that's all good.
I'm just taking a little sip.
You know,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
it is perfect.
Yeah.
Delicious. So there's our green tea coming to us from the beautiful Cayman Islands, the Sharkeez Bar and Grill. All right.
Okay,
Big
so
shout out.
I'll jump into Norwegian. We will be on Norwegian Escape on Saturday to the following Saturday, the 9th through the 16th. We'll be working while I'm gone, so if you need anything, you can text or email, call. I'm always available. But we do have a big group. If you missed out this year, we will be announcing our second annual first responder cruise for next year. I'm not going to announce it here because I'm the people that are going to be on the ship. I want to announce it, but when we come back, we will already be booking for next year. So if you missed this year, you can start in a couple weeks booking for next year. So that would be exciting. We're going to bring you lots of videos, hopefully lives with the way the Wi-Fi is, we'll see. But it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, well, at least we're going to Jamaica, Grand Cayman, Cozumel. All of those ports will be able to bring you lives. The private island in Great Stirrup Cay. Next year's cruise is going to different ports. We can tell you that. We're Western Caribbean this year. Next year it's going to be Eastern Caribbean, and there are 3 great ports that we're going to there. And it's going to be exciting. And you don't have to be a first responder to go. We had a lot of people that are not, but a lot of them, majority are, but anybody can go, family, friends. You don't have to be a first responder to enjoy this group. And the other thing is we do so many activities on board. We have a cocktail party. We have meet and greet. We have a pub crawl. We have a casino, couple of casino things going on. So yeah, if you want to join us and have fun next year,
we'll be announcing it as
soon
as we get back.
And listen, there was a lot of people. A lot of people have called us of late and can't get on. So don't hesitate. Plan this out. If you want to ever want to plan something, this was what you should plan, because this time of year is just a really good time. The holidays are over. You dig out of the fog. You put some money back in the account that you spent too much at Christmas and New Year's, and you actually can go. So you can get this all paid off before the holidays and have something down the road after all the funk of the holidays. So, yeah. All right, there you go. That's good. So a couple things. We got to talk about this. So we're fair in reporting. We got a very negative thing that we found on a Royal Caribbean ship, or was found on a Royal Caribbean ship. Amy knows a little bit differently than I know too, so I'll say a few things and she'll say a few things. But there was how did it start out? It was they found it where the cabin lady. Yeah. So basically, we had somebody reported that they found cameras in
Not
in the
we.
room.
We did not.
No, we
This
didn't.
was a story that was
Yeah, that's
on.
what I said.
Okay, you said we had someone.
Oh no,
we didn't
so
have someone.
they had somebody. I was saying we were
Yeah.
reporting. So how the story goes, somebody found a camera in the bathroom, and they found out that a cabin steward had placed several cameras around a room and had done it a couple times on Symphony of Seas, which is out of Fort Lauderdale. He was arrested on the ship, and then subsequently transferred to Fort Lauderdale for arrest in the U.S., which is a big deal because he's from the Philippines. So this is going to be a really big deal. But very negative, right? It's just not good.
But it's not. I mean, it's not something that happens all the time. Very
So
few and far in between that does this happen. But again, just the message of this: just stay diligent. I check for things when I go in the room before we get settled. We always are checking, whether that's a cruise ship, a hotel, no matter what we're doing. So, if you're going to an all inclusive, just be diligent and watch out and check things.
And Carnival has a safety brief out. We'll talk about that. But
Yeah.
So what Amy's saying is true. The other thing is that we've only heard of these two in the past 3 or 4 years reporting. This is only the second one. The other one was by a passenger on a ship that had stuck a camera in one of the rooms, a changing room an open common room on one of the upper decks. And so, and I know we've all heard this around the country, right? People in restaurants or places or gyms or whatever. It's just unfortunate. So anyway, moving on from that, Royal Caribbean has owned it. They obviously terminated. So, and Royal Caribbean's, one of the better ships. It can happen to anybody. It's not a fault of Royal Caribbean, but anyhow, that's over.
Before
right?
we move on to that, I want to let you all know we've been talking about our September and November groups on the Icon of the Seas. Remember we talked about last week that the rooms were going to go away as of March 5th. We did book almost all of them, but we still have a few left. And the reason that is because Dennis and I put the deposit down to hold what we had left. So for the September 21st sailing, I think there's a couple rooms left insides, you have until May 24th. And then for the November 9th, for what we have left, you have till July, I believe it was June or July. So I'll be posting those out. But if anybody on here, remember they're half price of what you see online and the prices are just going up. So you'll want to jump on that if you want to go.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, just go look out there if you want to do Icon of the Seas. It was amazing, and it is.
Mhm.
It's bigger than Oasis class ships. What I think what we really saw was the atrium, the main promenade area, was bigger. It was just a lot bigger,
Yeah,
and a lot more roomier. But a great ship. Oh my God, it's second to none. And Amy and I could have stayed on it 2 months and never got bored. It was amazing. So we never did see everything on the ship in the 3 days we were there. We thought about it after. We didn't see everything. We had to force ourselves to go to places to see everything. So Icon, listen, once in a lifetime shot, because price is more than double on what the prices we have, and you're not going to see that again. So yeah, there you go. All right, so talk about Carnival Cruise Line for a second. This wasn't out there, but we did find out because two of our sons are in the Coast Guard. But the migrant issues, there's still people are still running into migrants out there in the cruise ships. I don't know if anybody on here has ever experienced that where they stopped. They can do it in a way. This is why I'm bringing it up, because somebody asked me about it. They can do it in a way that you don't even know they bring them on board. Coast Guard boards cruise ships at night, just like you've seen pilots board cruise ships. That's because you're coming in and going out of port, and you may be standing on the deck and see that. But they can board at night. They can board underway. The migrants and stuff like that. The ship will slow down. Sometimes it's daytime. Sometimes it's not. You may see it. But they bring them on, put them in a safe area, get them food, anything they need. And I tell you, I really am. I'm really pleased with the cruise lines for doing that. They just seem to be cutting the way. They never bypass anybody's safety out there. And, the passengers on the ship have to wait a little bit, but whatever. So Carnival, again, another group of people they rescued from the water. So good job for Carnival. Yeah.
Yep, and Carnival put out, I received it today, kind of a have fun, be safe guidelines for this spring break, a couple weeks coming up. They talked about respectful and considerate general conduct. They're not going to allow those Bluetooth speakers. So if you're going on a cruise, do not bring them. They're going to enforce them. It's just other people on the ship don't want to hear the other music, quiet enjoyment, Um, they're really cutting down on 21 and under. You cannot bring anything except one bottle of wine. They are going to be going through suitcases. They talked about tobacco and marijuana smoking. Do not bring anything, not even your CBD gummies. They're not allowed. And then just personal safety, just when you're moving on the ship, please hold on the handrails and just pretty much be respectful of the other people on the ship. So
yeah, and that's across the board with all the
but
cruise lines.
they're
They're
the ones that
not
put it out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they
common
actually
sense
put everything, put it out to everyone.
for the spring break.
Released a statement. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen it from everybody else.
Yeah.
Common sense. We have seen the speakers, and you probably have too. And
Yeah, it
sometimes
drives me
it's
nuts.
okay, but sometimes people get crazy with it.
Yeah.
We actually saw a person have it in a casino bar. It's very loud, and the staff were afraid to tell him to turn it off, and it was like disruptive to a lot of other people. But you know what? He did play good music though. So
It doesn't matter.
yeah,
It drives me nuts.
okay. So I want to talk about this. This came up, and this comes up all the time. We talk about cruising at different times of the year. Actually, every environment's different, and Amy talks about this all the time. Going into spring break. Spring break the ships are going to be full. It's going to be, especially the 3 and 4 day cruises, are going to be more partying, more people trying to get away. Spring break, shut it down, stuff. And then, if you want a quieter time, it's in the fall. And then, of course, talk about the weather. So if absolutely 100%, if you think you might get sick or have somebody that could get motion sickness and they want the calmest time of the year, it's not the winter in the Gulf or in the Atlantic. So the times of year matter, and the times of year by date wise, the things that are going on, holidays versus the summer. Summer, a lot more families traveling because school is out with a lot more kids. Fall, hurricane season, but you get a cheaper rate. Not as many families. Ships 70-80% full instead of 100% full. Springtime, like now, full all the time. Summer, full. Alaska, selling
and if you're
out.
going now, you just have to remember to pack your patience because things are going to be crowded. Our ship is sold out. It holds 3,600 passengers ish. So it is going to be crazy and crowded. So you're just gonna have to have patience. Don't think you're just gonna walk. I mean, you may just walk up to a bar depending on what time of day it is. But things are going to be a little more crowded than January.
Yeah,
February. So
and January 28th, though, is Carnival Dream was in the Gulf, and they had experienced a squall. A heavy storm came through. For an hour, everybody had to go back to their rooms, including staff, because it was so rough. And then it cleared. It was just a squall line coming through. That can happen, right? You're at sea, you're at the weather, which kind of makes it a little intriguing and exciting anyway, that you just never know. It's going to be sunny, rain, or whatever. But predicting in the winter. So if you guys know, get with a good travel professional like us or any of our agents. We'll tell you, guide you on the best times of year for save money, best times of year for weather, so forth. So, okay. The other thing that came up was Carnival put out a warning for Nassau, and we already had a warning out for Jamaica, and strong arm robberies, which is like taking your chains, ripping them off, taking your purses, and then also some burglaries and some thefts and sexual assaults. These are all occurring usually in back areas outside of the tourist areas, and they strongly encourage that you stay on the group tours, you stay in the cities downtown, you stay in the marketable areas, don't wander off, don't go on these things, don't take a cab to the other side of town where you don't know where you're going, so forth. So yeah, it's just common sense. I mean, these things have over our 30 years in this. We've seen it come and go. It's just common sense. But right now, there's a heightened thing from the U.S. government for Jamaica. NASA's now come on the board. We will tell you the new port there they have in Nassau, open, clean. It's all secure. So you get off the cruise ship, you can shop right there. You don't even have to go outside the gates. And then you can go outside the gates down there, and it's all safe right downtown there. So it's up to you. You just throwing that out there. You can look on Carnival's website. John Harrell put something out if you're interested in anything further. But on this cruise, we're not going to Nassau. We're going to Cozumel, Jamaica, and Grand Cayman, and Great Stirrup Cay private island. So we're all safe. And then, of course, we've already done that. So, okay, so that's it. Those are some of the things and some negative things right there. So, did you want to talk about the cruise stuff for the cruise rules? One of your pet peeves?
Oh, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but elevator etiquette. Listen to me. Etiquette. Letting people off before you want to get on the elevator. We had some people that I just don't know that they don't understand that in order for them to get on, I have to get off. So that's one of my other pet peeves. Sorry.
Talk about the one I kept inviting everybody on. We're trying.
Oh yeah, the elevator was completely full. We're trying to get off. We all have luggage on. This is just disembark day, and he kept saying, "Come on, we have room. We have room." And we're like, none of us want to be crowded on the elevator. We already. There was literally no room. And
3 times.
We're all
trying
to, and finally somebody's like, "No, there's no more room." So it's just anyway.
So yeah, essentially, some guy hijacked the elevator.
Yeah.
Was the last guy in when we were all on it, and we had 6 people on there with luggage, and he hijacked the elevator.
Had 2 bags
kept telling
apiece.
people to come on.
I was like,
"No, come on, you can fit in here. No, back up, everybody. You can go. Don't be that guy."
No.
And then Amy's pet peeve. We've had we had it one time. We had a surge of people. They were from not American. They're from another country, a little language barrier. But there was like 11 of them. They tried to surge the elevator and push in, and we're like, "Well, you can't
Well,
get in."
The other thing is too is if you're standing at the elevator and you've stood there and you push the button, it opens. All of a sudden, all these people get on that just walked up. That's my other thing. I don't like that either. Anyway, I'm just getting picky in my old age. I don't know what it is.
No, those are just common sense things, and we have to all work together and be smart about it. So
it's the little things. The little things.
Yeah, but if somebody can learn that, and you know what we talked about last week, her big thing about the utensils, touching utensils, people lick their hands and touch the utensil. Wash your hands, wash your hands, clean, be common sense, and do not eat, right? Did you tell them that?
Yes,
do not eat in the line.
Don't eat when you're in
Okay, there you go. Next week we got a good one too. So you'll hear from next week on our
Listen, if I see somebody doing that, I'm gonna take a video and I'm gonna show
cruise rules.
This is what not to do.
Cruise
All right,
rules.
so let's go over the stocks. Carnival closed at 1601. Royal Caribbean $126.98, and Norwegian's up there $20.04. It's finally in the 20s. Not very far, but it is. So
beautiful.
That's good.
That is some good stuff.
That is good stuff.
Got some airline news. Talking about that, we talked about the bags, prices going up. They talked about the loyalty programs. Join your loyalty program. You're going to get a discount. You may get a free bag. You may not. If you do get one of their credit cards, you might get it. But all of them are raising the price, so be prepared for that. Patience with that. Everybody's charging bag. Almost all are charging bag prices now. Secondary things. The other thing with the airlines, they are doing better financially, and they are growing. American just put out, they've ordered a bunch of aircraft. I'll tell you what they ordered. 85 Airbus, which is European made, right? It's not Boeing, but they did order 85 Boeing 737 Maxes. So they have a combination of the A321 Airbus and the 737 Max. Very efficient, new aircraft. And then 90 Embraer E175s. I know that probably doesn't mean much to any of y'all.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
But the typical plane you're going to fly, East Coast, West Coast, 737, the twin engine, 3 people on one side, 3 people on the other side. They're trying to increase their market and get newer, more efficient aircraft for their passengers. So they're reinvesting back in the business, and that's a good sign. The whole big picture of this, airlines recovering. They have they're able to upgrade, and that upgrade helps us, helps you, and it also helps the airline. So yeah, pretty good.
All right, do you have your jokes for this week?
I have 2 jokes for the week. Okay. Yes. Just
tell one.
Okay, but they're quick jokes.
Okay.
So a skeleton walks in the bar and orders a beer and a mop. She didn't get it.
A beer and a skeleton orders a beer and a mop. What's the mop? What the hell is that? Is it? Ooh, I said hell. What the heck is he in that? I don't know. Okay, go with the second one. I hope the second one's better than the first one.
Yeah. So a factory was producing just so work. They actually called it a satisfactory. Okay,
I
there,
still
the
don't get that.
skeleton.
I
The
still don't
skeleton.
get that one.
He drinks a beer and it comes out on the ground.
Oh, I get
He
it
needs a
now.
mop. Lord, help
Oh,
us.
God.
Help us. Have Amy book your cruise, just not a drink of the week.
Hey,
Just not the
just
drink of
not
the
a
week.
joke. Just not
It's a joke. Those are both good ones, actually.
Well,
Those
you
are good.
always.
They're quick.
No, that's true. That's not.
They're quick.
I'm just so
and
pretty.
good.
That's all.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
What do you got? Anything
I'm
else?
gonna say no.
Nope. Can't wait to go on
I
the
was
cruise.
going to say, make sure you tune. Now, remember, just programming note for next week. We will do our best to come to you live from the ship. However, if we have,
I'll tell you where we go.
if we have, let's see what's going on that night. If we have technical difficulties, we may just film something and post that. We did that one time. So that's something that we'll do. But just know, it will just be on Postcard Travel page, and then I will. I'm sorry, take that back. It will just be on Amy Post because we go live from my Facebook, and I'll repost it on Postcard Travel. So if you watch on Postcard Travel, hop on over to my personal page. And where are we going to
Amy
be?
Post. We're going to be in Jamaica till 5 o'clock. From 9 a.m. to 5, we'll be in Jamaica. So we'll be at sea Wednesday.
Oh.
But again, she's just pretty.
I'm so pretty.
She's
I'm so pretty.
Look at that hair.
Oh my gosh.
She's got long hair.
My gosh.
You know that.
Okay, so we'll figure it out, but just know if you don't see us, that's what's going on next week, and then catch our stuff throughout the week.
Drink of the week. We got drink of the week. We're gonna have a good one, and we're gonna try to get across the board on everything. So remember, first responder cruise next week, Saturday to Saturday, out of Port Canaveral. Norwegian Escape. Hopefully we see Guy Harvey.
Excited.
Hopefully we see Guy Harvey. If we don't see him on the ship, we'll see him there. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week coming up, and we will see you hopefully next week, but the week after. Bye, guys.
Bye.